So I guess to start, what kind of happened on that last kneel down? I mean, it's kind of unusual for a guy to go down like that.
Yeah, I might be one of the only players in history to get hurt in a victory formation. Kind of just did what I did again, which I knew could happen at any point throughout the year. It's fine though. I mean, I have plans of getting it fixed anyways, so I kind of got my answer. The question was, do I get it fixed or do I not? And God works in mysterious ways, and he gave me that answer. So yeah, I mean, it's of course, right? Sounds luck of the draw.
What throughout the course of that game, what did you kind of see from your defense as far as what Iowa was doing and the energy level you guys were playing with?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think the whole game we were knocking them out. I mean, I think we did what we did all year. We were playing tough defense. They couldn't hit a run front side. They had to keep bending the backside. We kept getting the backside fixed up too. They only scored one touchdown. I mean, that just shows what type of defense we are. We're gritty. We can't control what happens on the other side of the ball, and I know those guys fought real hard. They had some tough circumstances to deal with, but I mean, I'm just happy to have been a part of that team. There's obvious things that we need to fix, and now is the time to fix it. We go into that off-season mode now. It was a crazy season, I guess, to say the least. I've never been a part of anything like that. People say sometimes it looks like we're cursed, and sometimes this season it kind of felt like it. But it was an honor to go out and play with those guys, especially those seniors. I'll never forget those. Stilly kind of showed me the ropes a little bit, and I'm happy to kind of take over what he left, and I'm not gonna ever let him down. He did a great job.
How different is a defensive line room going to look this offseason? I mean, we don't know. Damian hasn't said yet what he intends to do, but obviously Ben Stilley graduating, DeAndre Thomas potentially moving on.
Yeah, I mean, they have decisions to make. I trusted them to make the right decisions for themselves. When it comes down to that, there's a lot that goes into those decisions, family, what they want, so I hope we get some of them back. Just like when we lost a coach, it's hard losing family. Those guys have been such a crucial part of our D-line room for so long since I've been here. So anything without them is kind of a weird thought. But on the other side of that, I think Ty and I are ready to take over that room.
Casey, what did you see on the sideline after that block punt, just in terms of energy from your guys and how the momentum changed there?
I mean, it was just another one of those things that happened that we try so hard to not let happen, energy-wise, and we knew we were still in the game. It wasn't the defense was playing hard and dominating the whole game. It didn't change. That block punt didn't change anything. It just made it more of a challenge. Let's just go out there, put out the fire, and get our offense back on the field.
When you say Stilley sort of showed you the ropes, how did he do that? What did he do to help you?
Just leading by example. He's always doing the right thing. He always took me under his wing. He's the ultimate black shirt, really. So when you're a young guy, you're looking to grab on any knowledge, anything like that, and he did a really good job. It wasn't always the nicest way, but sometimes that's needed when you're a young football player. He's going to have an amazing career moving forward, and I'm just really excited to watch him play at the next level and do what he did there.
You came up here limping. A lot of guys are banged up at the end of the football season. At the end, how does your guys' body feel at the end of the season?
It's always obviously bittersweet because you always think, man, I could go out there and play one more. I could go out there and play a couple more. But it's at the end of a season. It depends. I mean, some guys are prone to get really hurt. Some guys are not. I'm obviously sore, but it's the day that we're not sore and we're ready to roll again and we don't have practice. That's kind of gonna be the day that we're like, dang, you know what I mean? So, it's just like after every game. You just want to get back out there. Sometimes you just can't.
Besides getting healthy, I guess what are the things that you want to start immediately? I know it just happened, but what are the things you want to work on for next year to get better?
We got to close the gap between the young guys and the guys who played this year. And I think spring is going to be really important for them. We have guys who are coming up and they're on the rise. But I think we really need to focus on those guys. Right now, we don't know who we're losing or what that room's going to look like I said earlier. So it all depends on the decisions that are made throughout the next couple of days or weeks. But it could start with getting those guys in the right mindset to know that they're up and it's their time, and they got to step up and they got to do their best to match the level of the guys who are playing ahead of them.
What type of lessons did you learn kind of coming up in that same kind of process that you think you can pass down to those guys to help get them ready?
And that it's a process. You got to trust the process. It's a frustrating one. Sometimes you're really down on yourself, but you just got to keep going, keep learning. Things are gonna, you're here for a reason. You got recruited here because you're one of the best football players that these coaches could find. So you just got to trust that and take coaching and really be a sponge.
What's your confidence level that you'll be on the right side of these results next year with this team?
Through the roof. You couldn't tell me that it's going to be any different. I mean, you know what I mean. Like next year is going to be a lot different than the season. But I'm talking defense-wise. We're gonna still be dominant because we have the culture for that. You know what I mean. So I'm really excited to move forward now. And unfortunately, put the season we had behind us. There's a lot of really fun things, cool things that happened this year. But that's football.
The Goodson 55-yard run.